late.
You're all right.
Oh,
What you got there?
it's nice outside. I was outside and I found a berry patch.
Ooh.
And so I spent some time gathering some berries, and then I was like, oh, it's time to do the culture circle.
Oh.
So I came inside as fast as I could. But
Well, Sahayam, I'm Queth Amanda.
Sachayim taught Jordan Iganim. I'm taught Jordan, and I'll show you what I have in my my bark bucket.
Ooh. Is that flickamooch?
That's flickamooch, yep.
And a little bit of huckleberries.
Oh yeah, I found a few huckleberries too. And
Yay.
they taste awesome right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sloosh mukmuk uguk.
So these little berries look a lot like the blackberries that you can find at the grocery store, but they are smaller and they are from here.
They grow all over Grand Ronde,
Mm-hmm.
on the sides of the roads, logging roads, out in the forest, and you'll find them all over the place.
The bushes are not. They more vine on the ground rather than having big bushes like the big blackberries.
Yeah, these are smaller, lower to the ground, so they're like more of a kid's height. The big bushes of blackberries sometimes are hard for little kids to pick because they're so high up, and the thorns are so big on those ones. They call them the Himalayan blackberry, and they're actually not originally from here, and they grow really, really well. But these ones aren't as pokey, the wild blackberry, so they're a lot easier to pick because they're nice and low to the ground. So it's a really good berry, and it's ripe. Right now, it's perfect, so you can find them.
You picked these in our yard, right?
Yeah, we have a little patch outside, and so it's full of blackberries right now. I'm really happy during berry season. Always makes me feel good to eat a fresh berry.
We've been doing a lot of berry gathering lately and getting outside, and it's been a really fun time for our family.
It's really nice, and it's a good thing to do because where we go out in the woods, there's not a lot of people.
Yeah.
So there's no crowds of people. So we don't have to wear masks as a family when we're out there picking. And then if we do see people, which we hardly ever do out there, then we have our masks and we can put them on.
One time this last week we went to a place by the water, and there was a lot more people there, and so in order to be safe because of the COVID-19, we wore masks even outside at the park, and then we were really careful to stay away from the other people who were there because we didn't want to get within 6 feet of any other group of people while we were there. But what's nice getting out in the woods is it feels a lot. You can move more freely and run around. But when we were at this other park, like there was a playground, and we couldn't play at the playground because the playground was closed. But we were still able to be by the water. We just had to be more careful and have our masks.
But it was very crowded because it was a nice day, and everybody wanted to get out at the same time. So anyway.
Yep. I did bring a friend today, Todd Jordan.
Oh, you got another friend?
Did you bring your drum?
I have my drum right here. I think I've only forgot my drum one time.
What song are you going to sing today?
I'm going to sing a gathering song. That's one of my songs. I don't have a drumstick though. So, you know what? I can't sing with my drum. I don't have my drumstick, but it's okay because I have a really nice rattle over here. I keep my rattles and things like that in this room.
So next time I'll say, Todd Jordan, do you have your drum and your drumstick?
Yeah. All right.
That's Vincent's rattle.
This is Vincent's rattle. This was carved by Top Bobby. And so I use it to sing to Vincent.
Jordan.
L'chaim, Quichity, you're back.
L'chaim, Quith Amanda. I am back. Yep, I've been hopping around outside.
I've seen you hopping around in the yard. And then I come out there and I see you run off. And I see your little white upooch going running off into the bushes really fast. You usually stay away, but you must have smelled my berries.
I try to stay away from other people.
Oh, you don't like crowds of people?
No. I have to scurry.
Yeah, we don't like crowds of people right now either, which is weird.
Normally we do like crowds of people,
it's weird for us.
But now we have to act like you and scurry.
Yeah. It's a weird time.
It is a weird time, but I see that you have this. Looks good to me.
Yeah, here you can.
Is that Flickamooch?
You can have one there. Yeah, that's Flickamooch, and I gathered this in our yard, kind of by where you're hopping around. I appreciate you not eating them, because I know you like to eat these, right?
Yeah. Well, I only took a few.
Okay. Well, I didn't notice, so thank you for leaving some for me.
Yeah.
So
there's so many berries out there right now that I don't have to eat all your berries because I like to go and get different kinds of berries.
Yeah, there's so many. There's so many right now. So, what berries are you seeing out there right now?
Well, near your house, I don't see many salmon berries near your house. Mm-hmm. I am seeing the Flickamooch. Mm-hmm. The big Himalayan blackberries are not ready yet. They're green. Oh, yeah.
Those seem like they have another couple weeks until those are ready. Mm-hmm. Maybe 3 weeks. Mm-hmm.
The thimbleberries are ready.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Thimbleberries,
over here.
Mm-hmm. Siapos ulali is how we say that one in our language. Mm-hmm. Siapos ulali. Flickamooch is the name for the wild blackberry. Mm-hmm. We also call it Ilai ulali.
So those are the ones I see down here, but my cousins live up in the mountains, and they're eating blueberries right now.
Oh, the wild blueberries. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they're eating red huckleberries right now.
Oh, yeah. The pill shot ulali is how we say that one. Pill shot ulali. Mm-hmm. It's right here.
And then I even heard that some of my cousins are still eating salmon berries up in the hills.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, I heard that too. I even ate one last weekend. I had a few because we found salmon berries.
But there are still service berries down here by your house.
Yep, service berries are growing and they're getting ripe right now. It's a really good time to pick all the berries that you're talking about. Do you save your berries at all when you pick them?
No.
You don't save them?
No, I just fill up my tummy with them and just eat them.
Oh, okay.
What about you? Do you save any?
Yeah. At first, when they first ripen, I get really excited and I eat them a lot. Mm-hmm. But then I gather them. And I sing that song that I woke you up with when I'm gathering. That's my gathering song. And I sing that while I'm gathering to help me work better, and also to say thank you to the ancestors for teaching us how to eat these berries, and to say thank you to the berries themselves for feeding us, and being there to make us feel so good. Because it reminds me of my ancestors when I pick berries in the woods. Because when I'm picking that berry, I'm doing exactly the same thing. That same exact thing that our people have done for thousands and thousands of years. So it makes me feel like I'm with them when I'm doing it. It's really nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
For thousands of years, we rabbits have been eating the berries
you just
too.
Eat them, yeah. For thousands of years, you guys haven't changed much at all.
No.
I have a book that I brought today, and it's about another way that Grand Ronde people keep their berries. And one other way we do it is we turn it into jam, and we put it into a jar, and then it keeps and doesn't go bad. It stays in that jar for years.
Wow.
And it tastes really good. It's really sweet. And wild blackberry is the kind of berry that our ancestors used to make. And these are our grandpas and grandmas. And not too long ago, they had a cannery. And so everybody in Grand Ronde would pick these berries and bring them to the cannery. And they'd pay people for the berries they picked. And even the kids would get paid. And they'd make this jam and they'd sell it in the store. So we have a whole book that talks about that.
Oh, well, let's read it.
Okay, let's read it.
Okay.
Jam and canning ways in Grand Ronde. Grand Ronde people have always had ways to take care of food so that it would last through winter. Some food is dried, like camas cakes and elk meat. Salmon is often smoked over the fire. Nuts and roots are saved and stored. Canning is a way that many Grand Ronde people have been preserving their food for generations. Elders tell stories of the Grand Ronde Cannery in the old agency building. Chicha Joyce Ham said, "If I close my eyes, I can remember Celia Smith working there and people coming in bringing their food, all kinds of food like venison. My Aunt Gertrude used to work there too, and everything was canned in these short little cans. My mom didn't work there because she canned from home, peaches, venison, and fruit, and she always gave it to me." The cannery provided jobs for people in Grand Ronde. People worked together and took care of their families. The tribe sold huckleberry jam to special shops in Seattle. Lots of our grandmas, grandpas, aunties, and uncles picked berries in the hills and sold them to the cannery. The cannery was one of the early jobs for women on the reservation. People came with their own food to can and bring home. The cannery was an important part of the community. Many Grand Ronde families can their food at home. Auntie Julie Brown remembers how her aunties and grandmas taught her how to can. Her family canned all their own food, like salmon, venison, and jams. She told the story of how many years ago there was a big storm in Grand Ronde that closed the roads. You could not go to town or to the store. Her family lived off of all their canned food for 2 full weeks until the roads were opened. Auntie Angie Blackwell remembers the huckleberry jam made for the fry bread stand in the manor yard. People were fundraising for travel during the tribe's fight for restoration. She described how Jackie Colton and her mom Candy would drive Auntie Angie and her 2 sisters and the Colton brothers up in the hills and leave them there to pick berries. Then Jackie would drive up there to bring the children lunch. The kids were picking huckleberries to help the Grand Ronde people regain their rights as a tribe. They had a lot of fun because Jackie and Candy were best friends, and their kids grew up together. Today in Grand Ronde, people are still canning in their homes and for the tribe. Auntie Lisa works to can jams for the gifting on Canoe Journey. Auntie Shannon helps the youth learn to make salsa and can it. Auntie Flicka teaches canning at the Iskam mEkmEk house. After school, Auntie Tina and Auntie Carrie help little kids and big kids work together to make jam for the kids at the preschool to try. The children are learning how to can and the importance of taking care of others. Because of our ancestors, canning traditions are alive and well in Grand Ronde. If you are at a powwow, at a chaf hami, or many of the other tribal events, you might see canned jams being sold, shared, or gifted. Grand Ronde people are working today to pass these traditions on to the children so that canning will be a way of life for many more generations to come. Kabit Kagwa. The end.
Well, Tot Jordan, thanks for Hayamasi for reading that book. And I would really like to try that jam sometime.
Well, hopefully we'll gather enough berries and make a jar of it, and we'll leave it outside for you.
Oh, that would be nice.
Okay.
I'll just hop right over to your porch and get it.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, thanks for stopping by today.
No problem.
Oski.
Oski. Oski.
Oski Quichity. I always like it when Quichity visits us.
Yeah, me too. I just hope he saves us some of our flickamooch so that we get to eat it.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell him to stay out of our patch, but
it's okay.
He's been pretty good lately, so
yeah.
Hopefully he can tell his family to do the same.
There's enough berries for us people and for the Quichity.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and that reminds me of wanting to tell the kids and the families out here, tell the kids especially about the reservation. Mm. We went up there last weekend and found a lot of berries.
Yes.
There was just so many. Siapos ulali, the thimbleberry, the pillshot ulali, the red huckleberry. Mm-hmm. There were salmon ulali, the salmon berries. There was the wild blackberry, the flickamooch, and we picked a lot. It was really fun. And we were out on the reservation land, and that's the land that belongs to the tribe, which means it belongs to all the tribal members and the tribal community here. That's our land, and so we wanted to take you out there and have you with us while we're gathering with our family and show you what we found.
All right, let's take a look.
Look at that leaf.
Wow.
It's waving at us.
Is
saying,
really?
L'chaim.
Is it really?
Does it look like it's waving at us?
Yeah.
Then it is waving at us. L'chaim. Saiga chagu yakwa pues iskam ulali was hoken. We're here to gather berries today, and we were at Shampooey Park a few weeks ago, way out in the valley, and now we're here in Grand Ronde, and the berries are ripe here too. And I brought you to a really special spot here where there's lots of different kinds of berries in one spot. Right here is a red huckleberry. Red huckleberries, and they're perfect right now. Yep, they're perfect. And then we have blackberries all over the ground. Look, there's one right here, but they're all over. It's all this stuff right here. It's kind of pokey. And then there's thimbleberries right down there. Oh, and look right here on this old tree stump. There's salal berries. Salal berries, and they're not quite ripe yet. See, they're green. So maybe in like 2 weeks, it looks like.
When I looked behind these leaves, look what I found. Lots of siapos ulali.
Let me see.
No, right over here, Isla. Move a little to your left. Ooh.
Hi, my name is Isla, and we are in the mountains today. Looking for berries, and I found some berries, and I just wanted to show you my bucket and how I made it. And if your parents are okay with it, and you have the stuff you need for it, you can make a berry basket like this. So I used a little bit of string and a bucket, and I tied the string together, the rope of this. And then that's how I made my berry basket. And I can show you how much I already gathered.
I love to see this. I love to see this. Salmon berries here mixed in with ripe thimbleberries. And if you look down here, there's some flickamuch, blackberries, and it's all together and they're all ripe and they all taste really good. Sloosh mukmuk.
What's on your face?
I was gonna give you that berry, but you look like you've had enough.
Kosak pachiuli.
Found some wild blueberries. So now we're getting some of these too. Look just like a huckleberry, like a red huckleberry, or kind of like the blue huckleberries, but they're wild blueberries. Here in the Grand Ronde Reservation area.
Well, we sure had a good time up there in the hills, and we gathered a lot of berries, and it was nice because we didn't have to worry about other people, and we just could run around and play, and our dog was there, and we had a really good time. So when you're out there berry gathering, we hope you have fun too, and if you see other people around gathering berries, or when you're outside playing, be sure to ask your parents whether it's safe to be outside, and or like if you should be wearing a mask. You can always ask your parents, and they will help you with that.
Another thing that you should ask your grown-up is ask them about the berry too before you eat a berry that you find. It's really important that you know the berry that you're eating, because some berries can give you a tummy ache. You're not supposed to eat them.
Yeah.
They can make you sick if you don't know which one it is. So make sure the grown-up tells you it's okay.
Yep.
And thanks for joining us this week, and we hope you get out there and pick some berries, and that you stay safe and stay healthy.
Okay, Oski friends, Oski families.
Oski.